is here. If his claims are actually true.
No, the claims are they are negotiating with bandits.
I think that we are rewarding violence in this country. When they say when someone does good, you reward them, it will motivate them to do more. And when someone does bad, reprimand them so that they repent from their mistake. You could see that it's clearly the opposite that is happening. You are rewarding bandits, you're giving them stipends, whereby ordinary Nigerian that maybe will take pepper from a shop, they will, in the name of jungle justice, they will burn the person alive. And then bigger criminals sitting in higher places are being rewarded. What example are you setting for Nigerians, for younger generations? Because when you keep on enabling these people, the little ones that are still brewing up or being birthed, they'll be like, okay, if this can actually happen, we need to, make sure that this kind of we escalate this so that we gain more. Since there is anything like negotiating with criminals and rewarding them, I think we need to recruit more people. It's giving them that enabling environment to do more harm to the nation.
So you don't think it's actually solving anything?
It should be aborted. There should be nothing like negotiation, because it can actually for the meantime it might look like you're trying to sort insecurity for the short-term period, but what about the after effect?
The long run?
The long run is really going to be the disaster that we'll face moving forward will be more than what we are still experiencing right now.
Let me put in
quickly,
before you get so that you go to the next one. How would you negotiate with a man who stopped a bus of 18 passengers and burned all of them to ashes for doing nothing to you? Is that the type of man you're going to negotiate? Honestly, what are you negotiating with him?
Honestly.
So, you see, there are some scenarios that we shouldn't even be talking about.
Yes.
If our security are not being compromised, we wouldn't be discussing this. People like Rufai would have been somewhere, they'll be asking them some certain vital questions about how this thing came on board. Because he has been fingered. There are a lot of them that has been fingered in this matter. It's not something you
It didn't start today.
It didn't start today.
No.
So he shouldn't be crying wolf. I don't want it.
Okay. So Mr. Oladimeji, from Rufai's comment, he advised, or he said that the entire terrorist organizations or bandits, when found, should be wiped out completely. In his words, he said they should bomb everybody, all of them all together. And then the 5% that are now repentant, in quote, should now be taken back to the system and maybe given a second chance. But the federal government is coming to say that instead of doing that, the initial plan is to turn those people to work for Nigerians instead of working against Nigerians. But within these two different perspectives and different solutions, which one do you think would be best fit for Nigerians?
I'll do you one better. I'll tell you that even the 5% that Rufai suggested be integrated into the society after they surrender to face the penalty. There should be consequence for actions.
Exactly.
Especially when you take life.
Yeah.
You must pay the penalty when you take life. Speaking of penalty and consequences, the reason why this insecurity has festered and it will continue to fester is because people do not take consequences for actions that they, that they indulge in. You sack communities. You turn members of these communities to IDP members. So much that Nigeria Paris, one of the largest IDP camps, over 400,000 people in IDP camps in a country that is not at war. But the government of that country, will come to compensate these same people who render people homeless, make them members of one camp somewhere where they are treated less than humans, but those who are responsible are celebrated, integrated into the society, tell me why insecurity will not fester.
It will keep trying.
Because some people somewhere will say, wow, this is lucrative. If this person is at the end of it, it's just like taking the biblical doctrine for granted. When I can go to commission in the morning and go for penance in the evening. That's what is happening. All right? And this did not start now. It started to blossom since this APC government came on board.
Yeah.
Look, I give you a story. Well, it was Wall Street that recorded it during one of the times of Buhari's regime, that the presidency paid 20 million to bandits when they held the president's Air Force One from taking flight. They promised they were going to shoot him down. It was held as ransom until they paid 20 million naira to reverse. Was it 20 million naira? Now I can't remember. To take back, to take out of their hands that gun to help missile bombardment. During Buhari's tenure, so they've been paying for long. And it's no news that they are paying now. But it is now glaring that they are even going to negotiation and integrating them
into the society.
The government knows what it's doing. Comrade said earlier, these guys were political boys, non-state actors used against the Jonathan administration to hold ousting from power. And just like Boko Haram started, this is it.
Yeah.
Very soon, I give it to you as a wrapper. These guys will blow up, these bandits will blow up into full-fledged terrorists.
Exactly.
And then we'll begin to discuss something else.
If you're negotiating,
thank you, Mr.
how many
Ladimidi.
persons are you going to
That's
negotiate
what I
with?
asked. How many states are you going to do the negotiation?
How can
Because in every region now there are every state now have bandits and terrorists terrorizing them. So how many would you?
It's appalling
Let them go
that
and
we
sit
are
down.
actually gambling with humans' lives.
Nigerians.
It's quite appalling that we are trying to reward
What I
people
just noticed,
that
they
are
want to
supposed to
reduce
be punished
from
Our
severely.
population is too much.
We sleep community
With one eye
sleep
closed.
with one eyes closed and one eyes open. How is that possible? And you're telling me you're negotiating with them when some communities, some people mourn their loved ones, and some people are being placed in higher seats.
What I'm saying is
criminals.
What I'm saying in essence that if there's anybody that is coming out to say this, it shouldn't be Rufai. It shouldn't be coming out.
It shouldn't even be from
Shouldn't be from him. We can listen to Atiku. We can't take him serious because these were the people who ganged up to bring in APC. These were the people who ganged up against Jonathan to destroy his government.
Yeah, even if we can't take him serious, but his claims should be taken serious.
Exactly.
What are you saying? Somebody that's talking from the two sides of the swamp.
They're trying to say that this has been ongoing for a long time.
So it's not new to us.
Time. Yes, I think at this point, there's a saying that I've had it up to here, and I think the government is having it up to here because for blackmailers and people that blackmail and extort people,
they're enjoying the ride.
No, I'm just saying for the politician, especially for Rufai that has come out to speak up and speak out, his claims should also be taken seriously as well. But just to wrap things up, Mr. Daniel, what is the fate of insecurity in Nigeria? Just on a scale of 1 to 10, how far do you think that Nigerian can reduce the insecurity rate in Nigeria within 5 years?
I just said that we should have a security summit. All stakeholders should be brought on board. Every region has a peculiar issue. So what do? It is until we sit down. It is not just sending security men and they are killing them because majority of them do not know the terrain where they are going to.
At all.
There should be a level of community policing. There should be a level of intelligence gathering that we could use to subdue the menace of insecurity in the country.
Okay.
And the war sponsors, whom their names are with the DSS, with the DMI, they should apprehend all of them. No matter, and they should bring in if I am in the bush and I heard that my organ has been held, I will come out.
Yes.
Because my
he
said at the end of his discussion. So let everybody whose name has been mentioned and has been interviewed or has been followed, found out that the person of a truth has something to do with insecurity. Organ, let that person receive the capital punishment.
No matter who
the person is.
In addition to what he just said, I think security personnel should be retrained. They should receive training.
Okay.
Because I don't see a reason whereby you will send a security personnel, for example, a policeman with pot belly to go and fight. How do you expect the person to survive?
Sometimes
let them pay them well. Let them
pay them well, and at the same time train them properly.
All right. So what I'm hearing from Mr. Daniel is the security summit. What I'm hearing from you is retraining. But from you, Mr. Oladimeji, what are your thoughts on this moving forward?
Well, that first of all, our security situation is artificial. It is premeditated. So there is no amount of summit, there is no amount of retraining that will solve that problem. All right, it is not a personnel problem, it's a leadership problem.
So there's no faith, there's no hope. There has to be some. There has to be
what he just said now with what we have said should be married together. And
we'll have something positive. Thank you so much, Mr. Oladimeji. Thank you, Mr. Daniel Sacramento, and to you, Former G, for doing this with me. As always, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. To our VIP viewers, thank you also for joining us as usual. Remember that the comment section is yours. Share your opinions, thoughts, ideas in the comments. Follow us across all social media platforms at Active Citizens.